Hello everyone, SirMonkeySuit Zappy here, back again with Hunter Hunter Way on episode 75, and it is a very big milestone this episode because it is officially halfway through the show. I know that I suppose it's halfway through the show of what has been animated thus far. Hopefully they are able to continue it at some point. I think the reason why was because the mangaka had discontinued the story because his health. He's been having issues with his health. So I'm not going to complain that it's just abruptly stopped. I know that it sucks, and it sucks for all parties. That's probably the best way I can put it. But it's his health that comes first. And it's not really something that I need to worry about as of right now, anyway, because I've still got not like the rest of the show to watch. I've still got a lot to watch. Early access tier patrons will actually be able to figure out as of this point, like when I started reacting to the show, and then figure out when I'll be finished it, when I get to certain episodes, by what month, and by what week in those months, and stuff like that, because early access to our patrons get access to 4 episodes a week as opposed to YouTube general public only get 2 a week. If you're watching this on YouTube and it's public for everybody right now, you could actually go and become an early access tier patron, link is in the description, and watch like the rest of my Hunter x Hunter reactions. I don't know if by the time this comes out on YouTube for the general public that I'll be finished the anime, but I'll be well on my way. So, you could binge watch all of those episodes and all my reactions within 1 month, then it'll only cost you $5. So if you think that's worth it, then go ahead. It's all there in the description below. But I'm waffling. So halfway through, that is a milestone. The other reason is because I was told that this is where the original anime actually ended. Like this episode, like once this is done, that's it. And that everything past this point, it's all new animated stuff. The original didn't go this far, so that's another milestone. It's definitely interesting, knowing that going in, because now I know that it's finishing this episode, and it's interesting that they are going to have to finish all of this off within an episode length, which is obviously like 20 odd minutes, which is not a lot. So it's going to be interesting to see like what they put in here and how they go about things. I know that they're doing the quiz for the number 0 card, but the interesting thing is that they've just been surrounded by a lot of people, and I don't know what their intention is. It's quite scary in a way. The interesting thing is that the guy that has the Nen Beast is there. Like, we saw him there. However, we didn't see any Phantom Troop members, which is also scary, because I don't know if that means that Crollo is now already being cured of the whole thing. Because I don't see why like Hisoka would let him leave. They just found him. Why would they let him leave? Unless they're watching from afar. I don't know, but it's interesting anyway, and yeah, we're gonna get into this and end this arc. I mean, it's been a fun one, but I'm ready to move on, get something new on the go. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna get in episode 75 and see what we get. Let's go. Okay, episode 75. Right, yep, that was a really cool episode to sort of end the Greed Island arc. And there's some things that like I really want to talk about, because the whole explanation about the name Greed Island and how it starts with the first letter of each person's name, like, and him and 10 of his friends, it clearly missed out like 5 letters. They didn't go into detail about who that was. I mean, I think the reason why is because it was the ones that they that they had met. The ones that obviously they didn't talk about were ones that they haven't met before. But, and here's my thinking here. Obviously I said during the reaction, like, if we're talking about that long ago, I mean, clearly that he had the whole thing with Gon saying that I Jean was the first one that I'd met on here, and then it's so close to that word, and Nig, right, is an anagram of Jean. So, it was the first person that he'd met, which, means that it would have to have been before, when Gon didn't know anything, meaning that when he was a baby, and he looks pretty very young there. So I feel like one of these letters is Gon's mother, and I feel like it's I. My theory, the reason why I think it's I is because it's the start of the next word. So it's kind of like an importance thing. Like, I feel like if Gene was the one that obviously, he's the mastermind behind the thing, he's the one that wanted to create it, then if that was the case, then the person who would be closest to him would probably start then, because it's obviously two different words, that she would probably be I. So because of that, and I'll never remember this, but if there's any character, any woman that comes up that has I as in the front of their name, and I remember on, I'm going to ask questions. I'm telling you that now. But yeah, so the other ones were S, A, N, and then the final D as well. List is the only one that's in the second word. I don't know if that has any meaning behind it. If only I don't know, only people that Gene had in his I don't know if there's any real anything like that. But so they used a company to go to Gene in real life. I'm wondering if, because it feels like the necklace itself would it seems like, because of how it works in the game, that it would work in real life, so it can cure ailments and stuff, right? Can't it? I think that's what it is. I'll just bring it up just because I want to make sure that I'm getting it right. Come on. Necklace. Okay, so where is it? Just talking about its appearance here. It's just talking about here it is. Yeah. So as an item, a player wearing it will always be under the effect of the reflect spell, protecting the wearer from attack type spells, or be able to undo curses placed on cards he touches. So basically the card itself was pointless. It's not gonna it's not gonna help. The only reason why he took it out was so that he could get the accompany card out. The accompany card was the one that was the important one. Because otherwise, the card itself is, I feel like it only works really in tandem with the cards, meaning that it's not going to work on anything else. So I feel like, so does that mean the accompany card, can that be used multiple times? Because in the game, it can only be used, it's got a use of one. But if it's outside of the game's sort of sphere, does that mean it can be used multiple times? I mean, I feel like that would be very overpowered if that's the case. So I'm going to say that that's the only time it can be used. If that's the case, I hope to fucking God that's Ging. And I feel like it has to be, right? Otherwise, they'd better explain. They'd better explain a good enough reason as to why that's not Ging. Whether Ging, because he made the game, he set a course. If there wasn't a company to Ging, it wouldn't go straight to him, it would go to somebody else. And then that's Gon's clue to keep trying to find him, to lead him on the goose chase. I'm sure we'll find out next episode anyway. So yeah, So the reason why everyone came to surround Gon and Killua and whatnot was because they wanted to win and then share in the winnings, which makes complete sense. It wasn't a case to try and steal these cards or anything, except those two fucking idiots that got dealt with immediately. So the title of the episode was interesting, with it being Gene's friends and true friends. I mean, when it first came up, I was like, well, what is there like a clear difference there? Like, would Jean's friends like not be true friends? Is that what it's saying there? Because you know you have the two different things there. I was just wondering if that was the case. I mean, I wouldn't have questioned it if it was just Jean's friends, but obviously because the way this like the titling system works for this show, you had to have something else there. So yeah, I don't know. Fuck knows. We had the guy who came back and touched Genthru and undid the bomb thing that was on him. I mean, I thought he was going to do more than that, to be honest. When he came, I thought he may have just taken him out because he was like, I'm going to get revenge on him, right? I thought that was his whole point. But yeah, I don't know. I guess he had a change of heart. I mean, I thought I knew that he wanted to get back so he could undo the bomb thing, but you know, I thought that he was going to kill him, but he didn't. But he went back to where Hisoka was. So that's yeah. Obviously, I mean, yeah, it makes sense because now that I think about it, there is no way that he could have healed Cruella within that time because Cruella can't come into the game, right? He has to go outside. So yeah, it makes sense why he wouldn't have been healed at that point. So just ignore me for that statement that I said before. I'm an idiot. Yeah. So I'm gonna miss Bisky. That's kind of sucks. I mean, I don't know. I figured she was just a mentor for that particular, you know, area to like, you know, train them and then move on. You know, so I'm sure like there may be another one that turns up. You know, and basically every arc or every I would probably say like every arc, like there's probably someone new that can train him in like a different sort of thing. Because obviously we had Wing the first time round, and then you know Bisky here. So there may be another one. I mean, if this is Ging that they're with, then that would be interesting. Though I feel like Jean's like next level shit. You know what I mean? Considering the past few episodes where we've been like, well, Gon and Killua aren't even at Genthru's level yet, so I feel like that would have to be a way to go. We'll just have to fucking wait and see. Yeah, I can't believe Gene can just legally change the name of somebody just by the phone call. Like, I know he's got high status and everything, but I mean that's fucked. That was fucked. You could just change the name of someone if you wanted to. You know what it is? If that's the case, then the whole thing about me thinking that Gon's mother might be like something that begins with I, or even any of the other ones that begins with S, A, N, and probably D as well. That he could just like, if depending on what happened between those two before, could he just change her name just so Gon wouldn't find her? You know, I don't know. I mean, we've already had this Gon thing where he didn't want to know about the mother because he sees Mito as his mother, right? Even though she's his aunt. So you know, it was never a question in Gon's mind, and it's not the same with the mother that it is with the father. You know what I mean? So it could be a case where the mother's just never even mentioned ever. That truly like just could be a thing. You know, but I feel like if Jean does come up at some point, like even if Gon doesn't ask anything about it, then if Jean was to just bring it up, you know, just for the sake of me, because I want to know. I want to know. It'd be great. But yeah, and then I mean, other than that, I don't have anything. It was a really nice way to just package up the end of that arc. I feel like that was good. With the end of the Phantom Troop arc, there wasn't really an end. It just cut off. I mean, now that I figure that with Cruella being able to come back at some point, it's almost like an arc that got to the top, and then basically stopped, and then a new one came in, but then like we'll probably get to like the Phantom Troop arc part 2 where it starts again. And it'll be interesting when that does come, if it does, because I feel like at the end of the Phantom Troop arc anyway, it was like it left on a note that, you know, that Gon and Killua were having like a chat with Finks and Phaeton at the auction and stuff, right? And it's like, you know, we had the end of like that Pakanoda thing, and Pakanoda was, you know, she liked the kids, and it's like, I don't know if it'll end up ruining anything like that. I mean, I still think it's like a case of like Gon obviously doesn't like what the Phantom Troop do. I don't know, but I mean, Krill's going to come back at some point, and you know, I don't know if he has the same. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know where it goes. Christ. I don't know if we'll be going like straight up into the next arc either, or if there's going to be like a, you know, the next couple episodes will be like a couple episodes of like on their own, and they're not like part of like what's coming next, you know. But yeah, we'll have to see. So damn, that was cool. Yeah, I guess probably the last thing I will say is that I liked the, you know, well, first of all, yeah, I'm happy for Biscuit. She got her thing, just a blue jewel. Doesn't really do anything, just looks nice. You know, but that's what you wanted, so I'm happy about that. I don't know why I put my book there, because I need to react. I was just thinking that's the fucking end of that. I'm an idiot. Also, Eleanor as well. She got a nice little smile on her face. Because I was thinking they're not. I thought they were NPCs. They're staying there 24/7, right? Damn, like that's gotta be. I mean, you'd go crazy. You would go nuts. But I don't know. Maybe there's something with them and the way they use their Nen where they're able to like. I don't know. Maybe see the whole game, because they seem like almost like admins in a way, you know, like they oversee the whole thing. So I don't know, maybe. So maybe it isn't as bad as what I'm thinking, but I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't like it, put it that way. They probably see like the zeros and ones and stuff of like the matrix and shit in there. Well, you know, I'm just looking at like just white and black and fuck, crazy. But yeah, that's all I got for episode 75. So yeah, that was really cool. Anyway, so in the description below, I've linked certain things. One of them is a Discord. If you want any information regarding my content at all, you can get yourself over there. And I also have a Patreon page as well. So if you do want to support me on Patreon, that'd be very much appreciated. There is a bunch of different tiers and rewards depending on how much you want to support me with. So there's early access, $5 a month, gives you access to shows a week early, and you get 4 episodes of Hunt Hunt every week, like I said at the start of the video. That's 2 on Monday and 2 on Friday. Okay, so yeah, there's that. There's also full length tier there as well. Of course, you don't have to worry about that for Hunter x Hunter, but for the other shows, you know, if you want to watch the full length reaction, you'd have to get that. And then there's other tiers there where you can pay to have a show reacted to. So if you want me to watch a certain show and, you know, react to it and all that, then, you know, you can have a look at those tiers over there. But that's all I've got. So thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.